From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Black Friday morning. I hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving out there. Our mountain passes are looking a little bit dicey for this morning. Not as bad as they were looking Tuesday night, but we'll touch on this here in a little bit. Low elevation rain going to wrap up within the next 2 to 3 hours. The rest of Black Friday should be a nice day, but then there's a little Clipper storm system. It's going to be a quick hitter for tomorrow night into Sunday morning. Could bring some snow for lower elevations, but we're just talking flurries here. Okay, First Alert radar is showing you that we are now dry for the valleys, looking pretty much completely dry for the Tri-Cities, but this is still going to go on for, again, the next handful of hours for the Blue Foothills, and that rain-snow mix still going on for the Blue Mountains. Fog is bad this morning for the Blue Foothills. For portions of the valleys in those areas, take it slow and use the low beams. Temperatures out there mostly in the 30s and 40s. We have seen some upper 20s in the Cascades, but of course you have to bundle up. But as we head deeper and deeper into the day, we'll see more and more sunshine. We'll get a little bit warmer with highs getting into the 40s. But we'll take it back to this morning with that tour of the mountain passes. That's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6, a local tattoo shop owner asking for the public's help after equipment was stolen in an early morning robbery. Coming up, what's missing and how you can help spot it. Plus, while families celebrated, these officers were working through the holiday. Coming up, we're taking you behind the scenes with those protecting us 365 days a year. And from new events at the museum to decades-old traditions, the community stepped up in a big way this Thanksgiving, and coming up, we'll show you the difference that was made. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and now we head into Black Friday. I'm Jade Elliott. Jessica has the morning off. We want to begin this morning, though, with a crime alert out of Pendleton, where a business owner is asking for your help after a break-in at his tattoo shop early Wednesday morning. Police say the front door of the South Main Street shop was smashed overnight. Take a look, images on your screen right now. The owner arrived and found several missing items, including piercing equipment, 2 tattoo machines, and branded merchandise. He's now urging the public to watch out for anyone trying to sell those items online or in person, and is asking anyone with information to contact the Pendleton Police Department. Turning to local living now as we head into the holiday season, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office says working together with the community is one of the biggest tools they have to keep crime down. Deputies say they rely heavily on tips from neighbors, especially on social media, to help them track things like thefts and property crimes. They say a simple post can bring in helpful information within hours and often gives investigators exactly what they need to move a case forward. But with the holidays comes a few extra risks, and authorities say they want to bring people a peace of mind.
We do increase patrols in the county areas, in the small unincorporated towns, just to help ease. It's nice when they see a patrol car passing by.
So if you're headed out of town for the holidays, deputies say you can even request a house check, and they'll swing by your home while you're gone. Making a difference now, community organizations in the Tri-Cities gave back this Thanksgiving, making sure that no one spent the holiday hungry. The Pasco Aviation Museum served veterans a turkey lunch for the first time, thanks to a partnership with Meals on Wheels, and the Tri-Cities Union Gospel Mission kept a decades-long Thanksgiving tradition alive, serving lunch and dinner to more than 150 people experiencing homelessness.
Most of the time we serve buffet style, but this is a time where we can really treat the men and women who live in our community really well. So we have them served family style. We bring the plates to them, really try to take care of them, let them know that they're special and that we're grateful that they are in our lives.
Community organizations also stepped up in the week leading up to Thanksgiving, running turkey drives for those in need. 6:04 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Police say that these cameras help catch criminals, but federal access raises serious privacy questions. Coming up, we'll take an in-depth look into the controversy over license plate cameras here in Washington. And giving you a live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is going to break down your first alert forecast when we come back after the break, talking rain and even some snow on this Black Friday.
Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasizes the rights of accident victims and can answer your questions, such as how long do you have to file a claim? Are you getting a good settlement from the insurance company? If someone's carelessness has left you sidelined, get some answers.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
Reach out to Neurostim TMS today and rediscover the light and joy in your life.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
It's always a good time to get excited about Dust Devils baseball. Introducing the Dust Devils Season Pass. Enjoy access to general admission tickets for all 66 regular season home games. Whether you're a solo spectator or bringing the whole family, we've got you covered. For a limited time, grab the single pass for just $99 or the family pass for $149. Purchase your pass now by visiting DustDevilsBaseball.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Hurry in for the very best selections before they're gone.
Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasizes the rights of accident victims and can answer your questions, such as how long do you have to file a claim? Are you getting a good settlement from the insurance company? If someone's carelessness has left you sidelined, get some answers.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our mountain passes are a bit slushy to icy this morning, kind of depending on which one you're talking about. So let's take you on that tour. We start off at Snoqualmie Pass, Interstate 90. It's slushy. Traction tires are advised. Now we move it down to US Highway 12 at White Pass, compact snow and ice. Traction tires are required. And then this is probably going to be the one that has the biggest impacts for lower elevations. I-82 at Manastash Ridge. This is in between Yakima and Ellensburg. It is snowy and slushy per the last WashDOT update, which was a couple hours ago. I think that's important to mention. But per their last update, no change required. Traction tires not even advised, but I would advise you to take it slow out there. I-84 Cabbage Hill, spots of ice, traction tires advised. It's down in the blues, then a little bit higher in the blues. Oregon 204 at Tollgate, spots of ice, traction tires are advised. And it's going to take a little bit longer for the Blue Mountain passes to fully improve, as there is a little bit more snow in the forecast for the next, I'd say, 6-ish hours for the Blue Mountains. But the snow for now wrapped up in the Cascades. Okay, another big weather story. Areas of fog for this morning and for tomorrow morning. Now for this morning, we're thinking that it's probably going to lift close to lunchtime for the Kittitas Valley and for the Blue Foothills. Then tomorrow night, for tomorrow morning, model consensus saying that the thickest fog going to be in the Kittitas Valley from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll see what ends up happening for the rest of our microclimates. Then a storm system that's going to impact us Saturday night into Sunday could bring some flurries for lower elevations. I'll time this out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 9 minutes after 6 and taking an in-depth look at Flock camera systems. They've been a national talking point, especially around security and how their data may be accessed by federal immigration agencies. Now this morning, Apple Valley News Now's William Albert takes an in-depth look into how these cameras work and what new research shows about their use right here in Washington.
Flock safety license plate reader cameras are popping up on poles and intersections all over Washington, snapping photos of cars and plates every time you drive by. They're sold as a tool to help police solve crimes faster, alerting officers when a stolen car or wanted suspect rolls past a camera. But a new report from the University of Washington's Center for Human Rights, released October 21st, says those images were all accessed by federal immigration agencies, including U.S. Border Patrol. The study revealed dozens of public records requests and found that Flock data in Washington had been searched thousands of times by federal users over a few months. Phil Neff with the Center for Human Rights says they've reopened their research after seeing national reports of misuse.
They weren't covered in our previous research, so we decided to revisit the topic with a focus on flock safety, in particular in response to reporting from other parts of the country earlier this year, which raised concerns about possible access to flock camera systems by federal immigration enforcement agencies.
According to Neff's research from May to early August, U.S. Border Patrol had access to search images collected by license plate readers used by law enforcement agencies across the state. But the audits showed thousands of searches, even in departments that never intended to share their data.
Both in agencies which had enabled one-on-one sharing of their networks with Border Patrol and in agencies which had not done so, but which had enabled a feature called National Lookup in Flock Safety, which Flock had made a statement in August that they had added Border Patrol to the pool of users that had access to that National Lookup feature without informing their customers.
But local law enforcement, like Yakima Police Chief Sean Boyle, says their department has not worked with federal immigration agencies, and they insist the cameras are an asset, especially during Amber Alerts or violent crime.
That would be one thing that would trigger on the license plate reader. The Flock system would trigger that car was in our city. It obviously wasn't, but it triggers, and then the officers can go try to find the missing children in that case.
Boyle says the cameras have helped solve cases that may have otherwise gone cold.
We had robbery at gunpoint. The use of Flock was critical in helping identify a suspect who kidnapped and sexually abused a child. And I remember that case, and without that, we probably would have been very hard to be able to hold the person accountable.
Local law enforcement officials tell me that the Flock camera system has been an essential part in helping bring criminals to justice. However, recently, citizens have been voicing their concerns around privacy with data breaches from federal immigration services.
At a recent Yakima City Council meeting, former Toppenish City Council member Ezekiel Morfin raised his own concerns.
Clearly, there's a lack of oversight with this Flock system. It's being abused and it's being misused.
Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, a longtime privacy advocate, says he is not convinced by Flock's safety explanations.
And the problem is, the company then says our privacy rules are the toughest and the strongest, and you can't penetrate them and the like. And those claims that have been made by the company are essentially worthless.
Wyden also says investigations found that some local agencies, especially in Oregon, were misled by Flock.
They say they weren't sharing their data with DHS when it was intentionally giving these federal agencies access to their cameras nationwide.
Neff says his team also found evidence of backdoor access, where Border Patrol could search networks even without department's permission, and side door access when out-of-state police search Washington drivers on behalf of immigration agents.
And finally, there's what we call side door access, which is where agencies were apparently making searches on behalf of other agencies that were not Flock customers. And we saw that mostly with out-of-state law enforcement agencies.
And while the study found many of these searches would likely violate Washington's Keep Washington Working Act, Neff says there's little legal basis to stop them.
Automated license plate readers are currently entirely unregulated in Washington state. And although we have a state law, Keep Washington Working, which restricts certain kinds of collaboration between local law enforcement and federal immigration enforcement agencies, that doesn't explicitly cover a lot of these kinds of data sharing.
While Flock cameras can help solve crimes, officials and researchers say their public and police departments need to understand the risks. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
According to the University of Washington study, 17 police departments in Washington state had their Flock camera data accessed by federal agencies in some way. William will have his second installment on Watching the Watchers next Tuesday, December 2nd. But still ahead here this morning on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth breaking down your first alert forecast as we give you a live look outside this morning from the Dust Devils camera in Pasco. When we come back, he's going to let you know what you can expect as you head out the door this morning and into the weekend.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
No, what's this? Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Get this exceptional offer on a 2026 Cadillac Vistic and select 2025 and 2026 Cadillac Optic and Lyric models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
She saw a link.
Through, I think it was Apple Valley News.
And in less than a year, her family had their first home. Thanks to Hayden Homes, and thanks to Letitia Young for using a link at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Bitter rivals face off in a Black Friday triple header.
We have all waited for this.
The playoff is in sight today on ABC.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. This storm system is moving out of here. You see this cold front attached to this low pressure system. So this moving off towards the east. That means that for lower elevations, rainfall going to wrap up within the next few hours. And for the blues, that could take a little bit longer. But there's another storm system that's going to follow the same track. A quick hitter for Saturday night into Sunday morning. That could bring some flurries to lower elevations. But first, let's talk about this morning. I'm thinking for lower elevations, probably drying out pretty close to 9 a.m. So we put this in a motion with Futurecast radar. This is 8 a.m. It is just clinging on for dear life for the blue in the blue foothills, and then for the blue mountains. Futurecast is clearing this out by 12 p.m. I'm thinking I've seen some other model data that suggests it could last a little bit longer than that, but definitely by 4 p.m. we should all be dry. You can track those hour-by-hour precip chances yourself by downloading Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting for the rest of this morning. 0.2 inches up and down the foothills, close to a ½ an inch in the Blue Mountains. And this would be liquid water. This would also be melted rainfall in the Blue Mountains, as well as the snowfall amounts for our Blue Passes, 1 to 3 inches through 4 p.m. So that would be this the tail end of this system. But then that quick hitter for tomorrow night into Sunday morning. Flakes potentially flying for lower elevations. It doesn't look like it's going to be much more than snow flurries, but we'll put this into motion once again with Futurecast radar. 5 p.m. rainfall on top of the Tri-Cities. And as we head deeper into the evening, that's as snow levels are going to be dropping down. So the cold air trying to catch up with the moisture. And I'm thinking that there can be some snowflakes for lower elevations, but the accumulation is not only going to be minimal for the valleys, for the basin, for the foothills, but also going to be pretty minimal for our mountain passes as well. So that's what it would look like 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 in the morning on Sunday. Our forecast looking much drier after that. You see no rain chances in the Yakima Valley, but there is a storm system Monday into Tuesday. Could bring some rain chances for the rest of us, but overall the pattern looking a lot calmer. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain wrapping up by early this morning, but maybe some flurries flying tomorrow night. In Yakima, keeping the forecast dry over the next 7 days. Watching the lows maybe dropping into the teens for Saturday night. In Ellensburg, a dry forecast with fog this morning. Maybe some freezing fog for tomorrow morning. Then for Hermiston, drying out later this morning. A nice day for the rest of Black Friday, but maybe some very light snow Saturday night. And finally, in Walla Walla, rain ending by 9 a.m. The low chance of snow tomorrow night. Then watching another chance of rain by next Tuesday.
All right. Well, in honor of our very own Josh Culbreth, we are heading to his home state of Alabama, where the city of Gadsden is celebrating its tallest Christmas tree ever. You ready? Take a look. Residents and visitors gathered just Wednesday night for the tree lighting ceremony.
Aw, look at that.
So pretty.
City leaders hope this 78-foot giant will make Gadsden a top holiday destination.
78 feet tall. That's a big tree.
Yeah, how big is the one at Rockefeller Plaza? Do you know off the top of your head?
Off the top, no, I don't off the top of my head. No,
it's got to be comparable to that. Right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Gadsden, Alabama.
Dive into that.
New York City, New York. They're basically the same.
Same.
Yeah.
Have you been to Gadsden before? Are you familiar with?
It's in the northeastern corner of the state. Not necessarily the corner, but the northeastern quadrant of the state. I don't think I've been, but maybe I should. Especially around this time
I was
of
going
year.
to say, now's your time, yeah. All right, well, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. From feisty mom-to-be at the National Zoo to a bear causing chaos in New York. These animal stories are too wild to miss. Coming up, we're also going to take a look back at the top headlines from the animal kingdom this week after the break.
It's Mattress Depot USA's November sales event.
Meaning no money down and no interest for up to 3 years on our best-selling mattresses.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. Like, this is a big investment. Our family spent so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, we are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Follow up real quick on the tree story. So 78-foot tall tree in Gadsden, Alabama. Rockefeller tree, 75 feet tall.
Yes, we win this round.
Alabama wins. White House National Christmas tree that gets delivered every year is usually between 18 and 20 feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Has to fit in the blue room.
That makes sense.
All right, well, check this out. This morning we are officially on Baby Watch. The National Zoo is expecting a rare birth early next year.
Oh, and while we count down the days, they're giving us a look at how they're preparing for the new edition. Patrick Cornell shows us in today's Take a Look at This.
Look closely at this ultrasound giving us a sneak peek at the Asian elephant calf expected to be born at Smithsonian's National Zoo in early 2026. Staff are carefully monitoring Mama Ni Lin to keep the pregnancy on track. Not only is Ni Lin voluntarily taking part in prenatal ultrasounds to allow keepers to track the calf's fetal development, heartbeat, and movement, Ni Lin also does strength and flexibility exercises daily to maximize her fitness, which might be why she's described as feisty and rambunctious, traits that will come in handy as a first-time mom. If all goes as planned, this would be the first Asian elephant calf born at the zoo in nearly a quarter century, something the zoo says would be a boon for the animal's dwindling population. Staff say they are cautiously optimistic they'll see that new baby elephant next year. One zoo is already showing off its newest little addition as he learns to operate his lanky legs. Rahisi was born at the Memphis Zoo on November 17th, weighing 127 pounds. The zoo says the guy is doing great, as you can see, already out exploring and zooming around his pen, which is apparently exhausting. Oh, shh, he's trying to sleep. But they don't stay small and sweet forever. They grow up, get bigger, move out of your house, and start raiding Range Rovers for snacks. Sorry. Sappy dad moment. This particular rabble-rouser is something of a local legend. The Brazen Bear burglar has hit a New York neighborhood so many times, residents nicknamed the culprit Cheddar. In the latest late-night heist, Cheddar is seen on surveillance popping open the car door, reportedly pilfering fruit and curried chickpeas before bolting away. Locals say they're making sure to lock their car doors so they don't become Cheddar's next victim. For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
That bear knows exactly what he's doing. He opened that car door like it was his.
That was not the first time.
No.
I can tell you that. But bears, you know, there are videos of, if they want to, they can just be bipedal. They can just kind of walk on 2 feet.
Yeah.
It's really jarring to see that.
Yeah, it is. They're big.
They are.
And
they are
scary
big.
fast.
And advice for, it's like one certain kind of bear, you're supposed to get big. The other, you're supposed to make no noise. The other, you're supposed to make a lot of noise. So
yeah,
I wouldn't want to mix those up in real time.
Like the black bear, the brown bear.
Grizzly
bear.
Yeah.
Polar bear. Well, you're just dead of polar bear.
Yeah. We'll have to check in with our research department. But
yeah, also known as Google during the break.
Yes.
So we'll get back to you on the bear scene, what you got to do. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Firefighters revealing the cause behind a blaze that threatened a home and an RV earlier this week. We have details on the investigation coming up. And a local tattoo shop owner asking for your help after equipment was stolen in an early morning robbery. We have what's missing and how you can help spot it. It's all coming up in your 6:30 half hour right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South Burson, Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Toyotathon is on! Discover holiday magic with a new Toyota. Take a 4Runner skiing.
Wow. Sick.
Pick out the perfect tree with the Tacoma.
Bingo.
Or find the best sledding spot with a Grand Highlander.
Whoa.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon. Oh, Santa got my letter.
Toyotathon is on. And right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tacoma for just $259 per month.
Toyotathon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
It's always a good time to get excited about Dust Devils baseball. Introducing the Dust Devils Season Pass. Enjoy access to general admission tickets for all 66 regular season home games. Whether you're a solo spectator or bringing the whole family, we've got you covered. For a limited time, grab the single pass for just $99 or the family pass for $149. Purchase your pass now by visiting dustdevilsbaseball.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Josh Colbert, and we checked in with our Bear Research Department.
Yes, the Bear Research Department has gotten back to us, and they say if it is a black bear, fight back. Get big, get loud, fight back. If it's a brown bear or a grizzly bear, play dead. Protect your neck and play dead.
Yeah.
And if it's a polar bear, just make sure you're right with Jesus.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, just like make sure your house is in order, because that's kind of all she wrote with that.
Yeah,
but,
okay. Well, hopefully we don't have to use any of these tactics anytime soon. I just try to stay away from where bears are going to be.
Hey, that's good advice.
Good, right?
And, our weather is going to be chillax. Not as high stress as any of those hypotheticals that we were talking about. Yeah, pretty low stress, but let's talk about our big weather stories. Now, this morning, it's a little bit of stress if you're going over our mountain passes. They're ranging from slushy to icy to snowy, and lower elevations after 9 a.m. It's going to end up being a fantastic day outside, especially into the afternoon. Dry, sunny, it'll be crisp. And then there's a quick hitting storm system for Saturday night into Sunday. Could be interesting, could bring some flurries to lower elevations. We're not expecting any significant accumulations, but 'tis the season, right, as we start getting closer to Christmas. All right, First Alert Radar is showing you the rain starting to wrap up now in Hermiston. We still got a little bit longer to go for the blue foothills, and that rain-snow mix still impacting our mountain passes up in the blues. Fog has mostly stayed put in the blues and the Cascades for this morning, but it's trying to get down into the valleys. It's trying to get down into the foothills. So in those areas, take it slow and use the low beams. Temperatures mostly in the 30s and 40s this morning. We have seen some upper 20s up in the Cascades. Your hourly forecast for this Friday, I'm thinking by 8 a.m. it should honestly be dry in the Tri-Cities, but after that, not just dry, but a lot of sunshine and highs getting into the 40s. So as we head into the afternoon, should be a much nicer day, even though it's a bit of a yucky start out there. But speaking of that, I'll take you on that tour of our mountain passes coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 6:34, we begin this half hour of news with a follow-up on a story we first brought to you earlier this week. Firefighters say they now know what started a fire that burned a home and an RV Wednesday night in Benton County. They say that fire most likely started in the RV's kitchen, and then that fire spread to the home. Benton County Fire District 1 says at one point flames fully covered the building. They say there was a person there that actually was refusing to leave the home when firefighters got there, but eventually that person was able to come out safely and told the first responders responders that she was actually cooking in the RV earlier that evening, and it was left unattended when that vehicle caught fire.
So nobody was in the RV when the fire started, and they were in the main home. So it was burning for a little while before they realized that it was on fire. I know there were several people who saw it from the interstate and called 911.
No injuries reported, luckily, and most of the crews were able to leave the scene by about 1:30 that morning after they monitored all those hot spots. Now to a story that's currently developing. With the fate of the Lions pool in Yakima up in the air, a shutdown of the pool wouldn't affect just high school swim teams, but senior citizens as well. Yakima County City Council meeting showed that many citizens were in attendance, spoke in protest to the potential closure of Lions Pool. The city of Yakima is facing a $9 million budget deficit for 2026. Some budget cuts proposed would cut certain amounts of funding of Lions Pool, the Yakima Police Department, and the Harmon Senior Center.
Lions Pool is currently the only year-round indoor pool that most of us can afford. And it's a very necessary form of physical therapy for a lot of us that attend there. People with disabilities, recovering from injuries or post-surgery, for them, this is the only form of exercise that they can get.
Now, the Yakima YMCA also receiving some criticism from several people who spoke at the meeting, citing it as too expensive and not handicap accessible, and supposedly being a place for swim teams to practice at, but not letting them use the facility. 6:36 still ahead. The weekend is finally here, and it is filled with holiday cheer, all thanks to the Tri-Cities Holiday Expo. Straight ahead, we'll take a sneak peek at the two-day festivities happening this holiday weekend in your community events coming up.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
If you've been injured in an accident and are thinking about settling the insurance claim yourself,
how can you be sure you're getting all the benefits of the law? Do you really know about the laws that help accident victims? Do yourself a favor. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices for a free consultation.
Save now with Buy Mart's two-day sale, Friday and Saturday only, saving you more on what you need, leaving you more for Christmas gift giving. For just $1 each, find Fran's 6-count donuts and Crystal Geyser 6-packs of water. 8-roll MD bath tissue and a Kleenex 4-pack are just $5 each. Black & Decker's 3-in-1 stick corded vacuum is $18. And get Elements 32-inch smart TV for just $65. The best prices of the season are happening now only at Buy Mart.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken Oilers. Coverage begins at 1 Saturday on MeTV.
We're happy to gift you and your organization $1,000.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. It does your heart good. There's no doubt. Constantly. There's always something going on.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Diabetes can impact your kidneys and eyes, but many complications can be prevented with the right care. Get more at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
McCurley Mazda thanks everyone who joined the Friends of Disabled Veterans for their letter writing campaign. Together, you and hundreds of students shared messages of hope and reminded our heroes they're not forgotten. McCurley Mazda, proud to stand with those who served. The Dennis Welch Never Forgotten campaign.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
if you've been injured in an accident and are thinking about settling the insurance claim yourself,
how can you be sure you're getting all the benefits of the law? Do you really know about the laws that help accident victims? Do yourself a favor. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices for a free consultation.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken Oilers. Coverage begins at 1 Saturday on MeTV.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish wants to help local families this holiday season.
Do you know someone who needs a bill paid or something else they can't afford?
If so, let us know, and maybe we can help.
And we hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll go ahead and take you on another one of those tours of our mountain passes. So we're going to start off, as always, at Snoqualmie Pass on Interstate 90. Slushy traction tires are advised. And then down onto US Highway 12 at White Pass, compact snow and ice, traction tires are required. Starting to get a little bit more daylight out there now, so getting a better visual on this. I-82 at Manastash Ridge, in between Yakima and Ellensburg, snowy, slushy, no change required. Traction tires are not being advised by WashDOT, but personally I would advise at least just taking things slow out there, obviously. I-84 at Cabbage Hill, looks like more snow on the roadways there, but per the last ODOT update, they're just saying spots of ice. It looks like it's a little bit more than that at this point. Traction tires advised. And then for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, spots of ice and traction tires advised here as well. So the Blue Mountain Pass is definitely looking a little bit worse this morning as opposed to our Cascade passes. And it's going to take a little bit longer for the Blue Mountain passes to improve just because there's more snow in the forecast over the next handful of hours. Okay. High temperatures for today, going to be in the 30s and 40s across the map, 40s for lower elevations. Overnight lows, this is going to be the first night of the colder weather, as most of us going to be down in the 20s, could have some low 30s in the Walla Walla Valley. High temperatures going to dip down into the upper 30s in the Tri-Cities for Sunday and Monday, back into the low to mid 40s after that. Pretty normal stuff for the end of November, and yes, we're already talking about the beginning of December, and those overnight lows mostly in the 20s, but a little warm up, if you want to call it that, back into the low 30s next week.
You just call the low 30s a warm-up?
That's where we're at.
It's a bold statement, Colbreth.
Yes.
All right. Well, looking to some community events now, taking you to Pasco. The Tri-Cities Holiday Expo kicks off today and leads into Small Business Saturday.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable gives you a preview of what attendees can expect.
I'm outside the Hapo Center in Pasco, where the Holiday Expo will be taking place. For just $7, you can get into the event on Black Friday and Saturday, and that ticket will let you in for both days. Inside, it will feature more than 100 local business vendors selling decorations, potential gifts for the holidays, and sweet treats. Santa will be making a visit as well, and he's taking time to take pictures with his fans and take gift requests. Illusions Art and Design has a kids zone set up with crafts, games, and face painting. There's also a festival of trees, 50 uniquely decorated Christmas trees you can walk through, explore, and even purchase. Every tree sold supports animals of the Benton Franklin Humane Society. Finally, there is a $500 giveaway for one lucky winner. So whether you want to just get your holiday shopping done early or just enjoy the festivities, you might as well come on down to the Holiday Expo. Reporting in Pasco, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Lots of fun. Each day the event starts at 10 and closes at 5 p.m. The festivities are around us. Poinsettia's in the studio.
I know, those popped up overnight.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, once Thanksgiving is done, it's Christmas
There's no
time.
excuses. It's Christmas season now.
Yeah, exactly. Are you going to decorate? Are you going to put up a tree?
Yeah, it's a fake tree, but it's an apartment, you know. But I'll get the pine spray. I'll get the pine smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, real tree.
No, we have an artificial tree also. It's just so much easier.
Yes.
It is, you know, and the pine needles. And we used to do a real tree. We'd get a real tree every year. But then with the kids and we have a dog, you know, all the things, it's just easier.
There is something to be said about like the tradition of going out into the woods, chopping down the tree.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
You have to tend to it. You have to water it. It's like it's an event, but
I'm already taking care of enough things at my house. Like I'm not even good with plants.
Yeah,
let alone a tree.
We can put that tradition on the back burner in this household.
Yeah, exactly. And we've already set up Christmas at the Elliott house. The tree's up, and you know, and so that's the other side of it is when you do decorate early, you have to keep the longevity of whatever it is too.
That's
so
right. You're ahead of the game.
We're ahead of the game.
It's just beneficial across the board.
Yeah. But I love it. We love decorating, and the kids have so much fun doing it, and so.
Good for the soul, good for the spirit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And ooh, look at that fog settling in to the Kittitas Valley. This live look from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth going to have your full first alert forecast, talk about what you can expect. A little fog, a little rain, even a little snow. He's got it all coming up after the break.
Late night cravings? I'm your guy. But what about in the morning or at lunch? I've got you anytime with my brunchy meal, lunchy meal, and the new Gremlin's Midnight Meal for a late night bite. My Munch Better deals. Munch more food at a much better price.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. You wouldn't buy a car without a test drive.
So why buy a mattress in a box from an online marketing company without ever knowing if it's right for you?
Don't go through the hassle of returning a mattress when you can get it right the first time.
Mattress Depot USA has top quality mattresses that you can actually touch and feel.
Made by local manufacturers.
You're gonna love our prices.
And same day delivery. Try getting that online.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance for your heating system check. Call before November 30th to schedule your appointment, and you'll pay only $96. Don't wait. Call today or book online.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of our patients. It's been a pleasure to serve you and to improve your smiles. So, from all of us to you and yours, happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Tired of paying more and getting less? Me too. That's why I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups.
I had a Sprite.
My bad. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. Get so much more under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have this low pressure system that is exiting off towards the east, so that's why our rainfall and our snowfall are going to wrap up here within the next handful of hours. So for lower elevations, it's probably going to be by 9 a.m. and after that, in which will turn dry, and Black Friday is going to end up being a beautiful day after that. But let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar. 8 a.m. maybe just the last gasp of this stuff in the foothills, but still clinging on in the Blue Mountains. Now, this model has the Blue Mountains being completely dry by 12 p.m. I've seen a couple other model runs where that lasts until 3 p.m., 4 p.m. We'll see how it ends up panning out. But you can track all those precip chances yourself hour by hour by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here are the rainfall and liquid water totals through 4 p.m. this afternoon. 0.2 inches up and down the foothills, around 1/2 inch up in the Blues. And then in terms of snowfall for the rest of this morning, for the rest of the day, really, 1 to 3 inches for our Blue Mountain passes. So not that much in the grand scheme of things, but just enough for you to take it slow if you're going south on I-84, if you're going south on Oregon 204 or US 395. Okay, then we have another storm system. It's going to be a quick hitter for Saturday night into Sunday. Yes, there could be some flurries for lower elevations. We'll show you that with Futurecast radar. We put this into motion 5 p.m. This is rainfall. It looks like rainfall for the time being on top of the Tri-Cities, but you'll notice the blue overtaking the green. That's as snow levels are dropping down. So in essence, the cold air is trying to catch up to the moisture as it's exiting our region. So yes, we could see some flakes mixing in, specifically for the basin and the foothills. A little bit more snow for the Blue Mountains, but wait until you see these snowfall totals. Not impressive at all. We're not really expecting any tangible snowfall accumulations for lower elevations. What we do have for the mountains, probably going to be less than an inch. So yeah, we can see some flurries flying. Not expecting anything more impactful than that. And our next storm system is going to hold off until next Monday and Tuesday. Overall, the pattern is looking a lot calmer. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain wrapping up early this morning, but maybe some flurries flying tomorrow night. In Yakima, keeping the forecast dry over the next 7 days, watching the lows maybe dropping into the teens for Saturday night. In Ellensburg, a dry forecast with fog this morning, maybe some freezing fog for tomorrow morning. And then for Hermiston, drying out later this morning, a nice day for the rest of Black Friday, then maybe some very light snow Saturday night. And finally for Walla Walla, rain ending by 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, the low chance of snow tomorrow night, then watching another chance of rain by next Tuesday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Black Friday is officially here.
It's go time. Kohl's Black Friday deals are here.
Adobe data showing that early price cuts for electronics in November peaked at just 12% off listed price. But those discounts are expected to more than double, averaging 29% off by Cyber Monday.
In this holiday season, we're anticipating about $254 billion to be spent. That's driven by the fact that consumers are looking for deals that the online sector can provide.
Adobe also predicting that Black Friday will be the day with the biggest discounts on televisions, toys, and appliances. And Cyber Monday is set to have the biggest discounts for apparel and computers. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more on what you need to know to win Black Friday. Plus, we'll talk live with the Chief Merchandising Officer of Walmart. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Years of hard work, decades of dedication, committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia and invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Your morning sprint here, and we start with your national headlines. 2 recent rulings concerning National Guard deployment are back in the spotlight following Wednesday's shooting in Washington, D.C. 2 members of the West Virginia National Guard are in critical condition after a gunman opened fire near the White House. A federal judge ruling just last week that President Trump had exceeded his authority by bringing in out-of-state members of the Guards to the nation's capital to assist local law enforcement. That decision now on hold pending an appeal. Time now for the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. A Pendleton tattoo shop recovering after a break-in early Wednesday morning. Take a look at your screen. You can see the front door was smashed in. Thieves then taking some piercing tools, 2 tattoo machines, and shop merchandise. Owner now asking for the public to watch out for stolen items showing up online or being sold in person. Anyone with information is asked to contact Pendleton Police. And firefighters in Benton County responded to a house fire and an RV fire Wednesday night. When they got there, flames had fully engulfed the building. At one point, a person living there initially refusing to leave. They were able to finally get that person to come out safely. The fire was believed to now have been started in the RV's kitchen when it was left unattended. And a recent city council meeting in Yakima where residents voiced concerns over potential budget cuts that could close Lions Pool. City's facing a $9 million deficit in 2026 with proposed reductions affecting the pool. The police department and the Harmon Senior Center, also some citizens criticizing the YMCA for cost and accessibility issues. And Yakima and Franklin County law enforcement stayed on duty this Thanksgiving, ready to respond to emergencies big or small. Chief Sean Boyle reminding everyone to plan ahead and avoid drinking and driving over the holiday weekend. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, the Pasco Holiday Expo opens today, runs through tomorrow with more than 100 local vendors selling decorations, gifts, treats. For $7, you can get in and enjoy the 2 days of festivities, including a kids zone with crafts and face painting, Santa photos, gift requests, and a festival of 50 decorated trees benefiting the Humane Society and a $500 giveaway. Whether shopping or just celebrating, the expo has something for everyone this holiday season. All right, trending this morning at 6:55, Christmas at the beach. Well, it just hits different, doesn't it? At Jacksonville Beach in Florida, in addition to Christmas trees, they also have Christmas chairs.
It's the 13th year they have lit up those big beach chairs. Lifeguards sit in to keep an eye on things. They call it Deck the Chairs, and it's a part of a larger event featuring a performance of the Nutcracker and Christmas markets.
I love it. The nonprofit behind the whole thing says the profits go to support children's arts. The event also features more than 1,000 young performers. Now that's fun. I like that.
I like that too, and if you've ever gotten the opportunity to spend Christmas in a warmer climate, I grew up on the Alabama Gulf Coast, and so we had some Christmases where it was 80 degrees outside, and that's a real,
it kind of messes with you a little bit, right?
It can be a shock to the system, yeah.
But fun nonetheless, always festive. All right, not warm here though today. You are saying we're going to get what I call a laughable warm up to the 30s.
Overnight lows getting into the low 30s.
What a warm up.
As opposed to mid 20s. So hey, it's
take what we can get, right?
Exactly. It's just one of those things around this time of the year. Let's go ahead and take a look at First Alert Radar. We're seeing the last gasp of the storm system. It's now completely dry, and the Tri-Cities might still be damp on the ground, but in terms of rainfall still falling, looks like that is just about to wrap up in Hermiston. We still have a few more hours to go for the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains. Fog is especially thick now in the Kittitas Valley. Looks like the Blue Mountains have kept most of the fog at bay. It's trying to sneak into the Blue Foothills, but in any of those patches of fog, take it slow. Use the low beams. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s this morning. We are seeing some upper 20s up in the Cascades. You'll have to bundle up. It's going to be a yucky start out there for this morning, but very quickly into the late morning, into the afternoon should be a very nice Black Friday. But then that little Clipper storm system for Saturday night into Sunday, and Jade was talking about a laughable warm-up. Well, a laughable chance of snow for tomorrow night into Sunday morning. Could have a few flurries flying for lower elevations, but I'm not expecting any tangible accumulations.
If you blink, you'll miss it.
Pretty much. It's one of those.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest on this Black Friday. You can always find the latest on all of the stories we talked about today and so many more up on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a safe holiday weekend and a great day. Football on all day on ABC.
Woo-hoo!